Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and this is the channel where I talk all things toys and dolls. Welcome back for day 2 of Barbie week. Today we're going to be talking about 10 doll brands, well, doll lines, I guess, of Barbies that I had as a child that, like, when I think about Barbie, this is what my mind thinks of. I mentioned that I have a great appreciation for Barbie because I always say Monster High is what started with my channel, which is true. It's what started my love as a adult, I guess, collector. I was 14 when I started collecting Monster High dolls, but Barbie was my first love as a child. Barbie is what started my love for dolls at like 2 years old, so I do love Barbie. Maybe I should be a Barbie collector. I don't know. Anyway, let's dive in. First up, we have Fairytopia, and these aren't ranked, these are just 10 brands that I had as a kid. I adored Fairytopia dolls, especially the mermaids. I had all of them, all of these ones anyway. And then the fairies, I had the purple, the pink, and the blue. I didn't have like the main character Fairytopia Barbie, but I had all of like these side little characters, and I adored them so much. Loved them. I can't tell you how many times I had Barbies that had secret identities that were either mermaids or fairies that turned into these. I was that kid. Next up, we have the Zodiac Barbies. Top right is Pisces, which is me. I know for sure I had that one, but I don't think I had them all. I remember having Capricorn and Aries for sure, and I'm pretty sure I had Leo too. But those are the only like 4 that I really remember having. But I love these dolls. They're stunningly beautiful. Every single one of them is gorgeous. I would love to have these back. Would love that. They're absolutely stunning. Pisces is, of course, my favorite, but I'm biased. That's okay. And yeah, they're gorgeous. I really love the Scorpio one too. Is that Scorpio? Yeah, the Scorpio purple at the bottom. Gorgeous. Next up, we have the Jam and Glam Barbies. These were so cool. Their wigs, or not wigs, their hair, turned around, like the scalp of their head turned. So you could have like the fun colors, pink, purple, or blue hair, or the normal colors of like their blonde. I think they're actually all dark brunette hairs. Yeah, they all had brunette hair, I think. But you could like flip it so they could be the fun pop stars or their everyday doll because they had like secret identities. I remember getting the tour bus for this line for Christmas so vividly. I screamed like a little girl. I was a little girl, but I remember that vividly. Next, we have the Cali Girl line. I had probably every one of these dolls. This Ken doll was like my favorite boy doll for a long time. I adored this line. I had the Barbie with the like pretty blonde highlights in the yellow bikini there, the Teresa next to her. I loved both of those, but the one on the end in the red bandana, I want to say her name was like Kayla, something with a K. I don't remember, but I was obsessed with her. She was like my go-to Barbie doll for a long time. Loved this line. Next is the American Idol Barbies. I loved these so much. There's Tori, Simone, and Barbie. Tori was always my favorite, but they come with like these little speaker karaoke machine looking things where you click it and they actually play like part of a song, like they're singing. And there was like a whole like you could win tickets to American Idol thing happening with these dolls. I adored them. I loved them. I played them till they didn't work anymore. They were so good. Next up is the Palm Beach line. This line, I 100% had every single doll from. I adored these. I really loved Christy and Midge and Teresa. I had those dolls with me a lot of the times, but Leah, the one in the purple, was by far my favorite. Very similar to the bandana doll, I had her all the time. I loved these dolls. They were kind of cheap, honestly. They were probably like $5, something like that at the time, so that was definitely like the you get to pick out a toy at Walmart kind of thing, and that would be what I would choose because they were cheap and I wanted them all and I had them all. I would love to have these back too, honestly. I adored them. Next up is picture pockets. The whole concept with this one was you got like a little punch next to them. You can see them in the boxes that like hole punched shapes out of paper. And then you could put those in the little pockets on the front of their dresses. And you had to collect them all because they each had their own punch and each doll had a cutout for each punch on their dress. So that was the whole idea, was to collect them all. I'm fairly certain I had all of these. Kira was my favorite. I liked her face, but I liked Teresa's dress better because blue was my color back then, so I'm pretty sure I like swapped their dresses around. The fact that I'm remembering any of this is astounding me right now, but I had whole bunches of these things for so many dolls. Like, what am I saying? Not in so many dolls, in so many papers. Anything that was paper that I could get my hands on got punched out with these things. Next we have Hip to Be Square, which is the weirdest name ever. I had all three of these too, I believe. I feel like there was a purple one too, but I can't find any pictures of it, so I think I'm losing my mind. The blue one was always my favorite, but a lot of my dolls wore this dress. A lot of them. Never really the originals though. Oh, those purses too. Oh my god, I forgot about those purses. I use those purses all the time. I liked this line. I don't really now, but I did then. Next up is Fashion Fever. There were so many of these, but this one in the pink shirt was my favorite, which is why I chose this picture. I adored her. There was also one that was like a traditional looking Barbie with the blonde hair, blue eyes, Barbie, that had like a pink and purple plaid-ish, what is that called? Argyle patterned jacket that I loved a lot too, and then I loved this doll on the right as well, but this one on the left was my favorite. Fashion Fever dolls were great. The fact that they came in tubes was so much fun. I loved these. I had so many of them. These were another one that were fairly inexpensive. And finally, this one was my favorite. That's why I saved it for last, but this was the Secret Spells line. There was Kayla, Barbie, and Christy. Kayla was my favorite. I adored her. So many of my Barbies got this cape too and became witches. Like, it was a thing. But it came with like little potions. One was a love potion, one was a luck potion. Beauty, maybe? I don't remember what the third one was. But they all had like a different recipe with potions, and you got to make it in that little like cylinder thing next to them, the green, pink, and blue stands. You made it in those, and that was like unheard of back then. It was so cool, so groundbreaking, and I love the little vases they came with too. Honestly, this Kayla doll is still stunning. Like, she's absolutely gorgeous. I really like this line. This is another one that I would love to have back. But yeah, I hope this little nostalgia walk was fun for you like it was for me, because now I want all of my Barbies back. But don't forget to like this video before you go. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.